I never want to hear the sound of a speeding car for as long as I live. Hello and welcome to FTTR, I am Hugh McQuaid and today we are talking about WWE Fastlane 2023, the Vroom Vroom show. But before we dive into that, please hit subscribe, please like this video, please comment your thoughts on the show down in the comments below and I'll try and apply to every single one of them as we dive into what I can only describe as the most meh of meh. I didn't hate this show, I didn't love this show, I am basically just fundamentally indifferent on nearly everything that happened on this show. It was fine, absolutely fine, like a good fine takeaway pizza is the best I can describe it. But this is my review where I tell you my thoughts on the angles, the matches, everything that happened on the show, and you let me know your thoughts, the way a review works. So Fastlane started off with a video package narrated by Pat McAfee involving cars, because Fastlane and cars. And then we got the opening match. The opening match was the Judgment Day defending their tag team titles against Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso in what was my match of the night. I know I was a bit sarcastic and a bit of a prick in that opening bit, but this was actually a really fun match. I really enjoyed this. It was my match of the night and it had a shock twist at the end. I really loved just Jey and Cody working together. I think it was really cool, especially at the end. But the structure of this match was basically just building to a Cody hot tag. Jey got worked over the majority of the match. The Judgment Day weren't in their full form. They didn't have Dom and Rhea out there yet. It was just Priest and Balor out there in the match. And I thought it just worked really well together, building to that Cody hot tag and Cody hitting all his big spots, hitting all the big moves. And then he got into a blistering ending sequence. I think it was just really well played and playing up some of the weaknesses of the Judgment Day by working over the leg of Priest, trying to take out the bigger man, and Balor got a lot. There was a really cool sequence between him and Cody where he caught Cody, who went for his Cody cutter, caught him in a sort of reverse DDT kind of thing. I thought that was really cool. And then a really great near fall towards the end. So Dom and Rhea run out. They're here to make the save. Carnage everywhere, plunder everywhere, and Jey gets caught after a stare down with Mammy. They're really teasing out this Jey Uso Rhea Ripley thing, and I don't know what to think about it. But she clocks Jey in the head with the Money in the Bank briefcase for a really close near fall. Cody Rhodes then gets Priest and hits a crossroad on the announce table, which was cool. And then we get back into the ring. Jey Uso and Cody team together and hit basically a 1D inverted with the Cody cutter, which I thought looked beautiful. It was really, really cool. And Cody hits another crossroads on Balor for the win, becoming the new undisputed tag team champions. Judgment Day haven't held the belts for very long at all. And my God, I don't know what to think about them not having the belts anymore. I like that they're sort of flip-flopping belts in the Judgment Day, because obviously Dom won the North American Championship, he lost the North American Championship, he's now won it back. Now Priest and Balor are losing. Just where are they going with this? What's going to bring the Judgment Day together and get them back at full strength? I hope it's Rhea Ripley. I really like that they're playing up that Rhea Ripley is the leader of the Judgment Day and taking on that leader role. That is the way it should be. And Cody and Jey, interesting choice. I imagine they're probably going to go into a feud with, I don't even know who you could put them up against, because I would have gone with Bobby Lashley and his crew, but they take an L in the next match. I don't want to see Judgment Day again. I don't know where you go with Jey and Cody having the belts. I think it's an interesting prospect and we'll see where it goes. But this was a blisteringly paced match that I think was the peak of the show, which is a shame, but it was really cool, really fun opening match. Then we got some of this god-awful cross-promotional stuff with Pizza Hut. It was abysmal. Really bad, like really bad, and hard to endure and hard to watch promo for this. Wade Barrett and Xavier Woods and Booker T doing awful comedy promoting Pizza Hut. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And then we got the next match, which was a 6-man tag as Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits took on the LWO, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, and a mystery partner who didn't make their return till the end. This, I thought, was a completely fine 6-man tag. I like that they used it as a handicap match, I guess. As soon as Santos or Rey got any sort of offense in, they were immediately cut down because they had the man advantage. They didn't have a man. So when they eventually got the upper hand, Zelina Vega helped take out one of the Street Profits. Bobby Lashley and his crew look really cool. Matching gear and everything, they just look perfect. They are a complete cohesive unit. Whose music should hit when Rey Mysterio needs to make that hot tag? He's so close. But Carlito is back, having last been seen at Backlash. He made his return, coming to the aid of Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, made the tag, got in, hit all his cool moves. It's so agile, such an agile man is Carlito. And yeah, they picked up the win. A really terrific tope from Santos Escobar that he did not slow down. He did not slow down when he hit that tope on Bobby Lashley. But no, it was a backstabber on Montez Ford for the win with Carlito. No Dragon Lee, which I thought was interesting. No Dragon Lee involvement here. I thought that might have played into it a little bit. But no, LWO stand tall. I wonder where we're going with this. I don't know if necessarily that was the right choice to have them as the winner. I think you want to be getting over Lashley and his crew. But yeah, Carlito's back. Hopefully he is now a mainstay on the main roster and we get more Carlito, please. But this was fun 6-man. Then we got even more awful, terrible pizza promotion. Like, it didn't make me want a Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut, but I didn't want a Pizza Hut after this. Then we got a really interesting vignette of Jade Cargill arriving at the arena, arriving at Fastlane, getting out of a car in what I presume is her ring gear. It looked like she was in her ring gear. Yeah, didn't turn up again. That was odd. Would have thought maybe street clothes, unless that's what she wears on the street. But it looked like ring gear. No sign of Jade Cargill on this show. That was weird. Very odd. Then we got a triple threat for the WWE Women's Championship as Io Sky defended her title against Asuka and against Charlotte Flair. I thought this match was pretty good. I don't have too much to say about it. I thought it was okay. I really liked that Asuka just misted Charlotte straight away. Oh, that was so cool, and got a really close near fall on that. And it just sort of, it was a bit clunky in places. Not everything seemed to go to plan, and some of the communication seemed to be a little bit off for me. And it did feel at times like they were moving in slow motion. But I thought this was all made up for the ending. You got a few cool spots in there, like a Tower of Doom spot was really cool, and Io and Asuka squaring off. That's what we want. We want like a 30-minute banger between Io and Asuka. That's all we want. Just give us that, please. You don't need a Charlotte Flair in there. Io Asuka, give it to us. But Bayley came down. Looks like she's going to cost Io the title, potentially. That's sort of the route it was going, because she spoke to Io, got Io back up on the apron, and Charlotte Flair knocks her back down. Then locks in the figure eight on Asuka. Looks like she's going to make Asuka tap, but Bayley distracts the referee. Io goes up to the top rope, hits a beautiful moonsault on Charlotte Flair for the 1-2-3, picking up the win and retaining her title. I really want them to put more behind Io Sky and really present her, because she's felt a bit third wheel in this match as a whole, really. I really want that to happen. It feels like they're building more towards Bayley versus Charlotte, but I want Io. Just give us more Io Asuka, please. This was a fine triple threat, absolutely fine. And yeah, just more Io. Present Io a little bit better, please. So apparently it's the new thing of WWE to just go to places and tease having a WrestleMania there. That's what it looks like, because Pat McAfee came out and that was the only sort of thing he had to say of note, is that the state that they're in, Looks like they're getting a WrestleMania, potentially. Just teasing it everywhere they go. Apparently so. Gotta love those tourist boards. But he introduced the next match, which was John Cena teaming up with LA Knight, and they were facing the Bloodline. The Bloodline. I have some thoughts on this match. I think the Bloodline, for me, as of now, has 100% jumped the shark. I don't care. I thought Jimmy Uso is coming off as really goofy and really just, I don't know, it's not like he's taking it seriously. He's playing it more comedy than he is serious, and I don't buy this interaction that all the Bloodline members are having. Like, I don't buy that they would let him back in after what he did. I think it's just weird, and it's completely jumped the shark for me. I have some issues with Big Match John in this match. I think John Cena, for some reason, I've never really had this issue before, but his selling and his facial expressions in this match were just like pantomime bad, like so over the top and so cringy that it didn't feel like there was stakes. It didn't feel like there was gravitas to the match. I think the two best performers in this match were LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. LA Knight, of course, just being himself, being the most over thing in the entire match, more over than Cena, and Solo Sikoa being the big dominant monster. And this played out a lot like a house show match in which John Cena got worked over a lot. He got destroyed by the Bloodline, made the hot tag to LA Knight. LA Knight came in, hit all these cool spots, and won. Essentially, Cena came in, hit a crossbody, hit an AA, blocked Solo Sikoa on the outside, and LA Knight hit the blunt force trauma on Jimmy Uso for the win. I just think I don't think this is working. Something about Cena's just goofiness in this really took me out of the match and really soured me on it. Like, he didn't take it seriously. It didn't look like he was taking it seriously. When he hit that 5-knuckle shuffle, I was like, my God, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing with the faces that he was making? And him reaching for the tag for LA Knight as well was just cringeworthy. It was really cringeworthy. I don't think he hit the note that they wanted to hit for this match. This is the Bloodline. This has been taken so seriously. And in this match, it felt like they were goofballs. Everyone in the match was a goofball. And I wasn't here for it. I thought it was okay house show goodness. I hope the rumour isn't true that we're getting Roman Cena again at Crown Jewel. I hope it's Roman Knight, because I don't want to see that. And yeah, this was middling at best. And then we got the main event. We had Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a last man standing match. This went long. This was a long ass match, and I don't know what it is with Shinsuke Nakamura, why they feel like they feel like he gels with last man standing matches, because obviously he had the one with AJ that I can never forget because he got kicked in the dick to lose. And I thought this was good. I don't really have too much to say about this that's positive. I did think it was good. I thought it was a fine last man standing matches. Last man standing matches are so hard to do because you have the 10-second intervals that can really harm the pace of a match, and it can come across as boring. I did not think this was necessarily boring. I thought this I just think the way this match was structured, Shinsuke should have won, and Shinsuke looked like an absolute joke at the end of this, which is not good for someone you've built up so well, but he looked piss poor. So he destroyed Rollins in this match. He hit a awesome double knee through a table spot, which was fantastic and looked great. He then hit a Kinshasa through a table to Seth, and Seth gets up. He mists Rollins in the face and pushes him through the announce table. Rollins gets up. Falcon Arrow through some tables, puts away Shinsuke. That's it. That's it. He didn't take any sort of big physical punishment. Yes, he took a stomp, but other than that, I can't really think of anything that he took. Even another one Rollins took, he got pushed off the steps onto the very obvious crash pad. So for all you people who were calling out Chris Jericho and MJF for their crash pad, this was just as blatant and just as poorly done. It made Shinsuke look so bad. I don't think as a match it was terribly interesting. They just should have pulled the trigger on Shinsuke. If you're going to book the match like this and have him be so dominant, because he was dominant throughout this match, he should have won. He should have won at the end of the day. And it was just weird. A Falcon Arrow, not even like a stomp, a curb stomp on the concrete floor or something to finish him off, just a Falcon Arrow through some tables. Yet Rollins is getting up from table after table after table after mist after Kinshasa. It didn't stick the landing for me, unfortunately. I get where they're going with Seth. They're beating him down, breaking him, so that he'll eventually lose to that Damian Priest cash-in. But this just didn't click with me from a booking perspective and sort of a match psychology perspective. I think Shinsuke needed to take more punishment throughout this match to come across as credible in defeat, but he didn't. So yeah, as I've said numerous times, Seth Rollins won with a Falcon Arrow through the tables on the outside. It was fine, a fine last man standing match with some cool spots, but overall, psychology wise, did not gel with me in the slightest. And that capped off the show. There was no cash in, there was no rundown from the Judgment Day or anything like that. It just ended with Seth holding the World Heavyweight Championship high. Draw a line under Shinsuke Nakamura. Hopefully he gets a new challenger. I don't want to see the Judgment Day. I'd like something fresh and new for Rollins. Give him Bronson Reed or Ciampa or something new and something I've not seen before. I think that would be good. But overall, this show I thought was just unequivocally fine. Like nothing, no match of the year contenders, no killer angles, no nothing. It was just fine. Absolutely fine, which is why I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 5. Middle score. Absolute middle score. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll try and reply to every single one of them. Did you love the show? Did you hate it? Let me know everything you want down there. Thank you all ever so much for your support. I forgot where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.